Are you looking for the best drone cameras? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best drone on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. PowerEGX Wizard Multi-Purpose Waterproof Drone. If you're looking for something different, the PowerEGX Wizard will catch your eye. With its egg-shaped body, hence the name, and optional floats, it stands out from the crowd. But it's not the looks that should pique your interest. It would not be wise, to put it mildly, to take most drones out in the rain. And it's even less wise to fly them over water unless you accept the risk of the potential watery grave for your beloved toy. But the PowerEGG is designed for all of this. It has a detachable waterproof cover to protect it in the rain. And the floats allow you to land on water. The innovation doesn't stop there. You can separate the PowerEGG completely from its rotors and use it as a handheld camera. And it has gimbal stabilization. There's even a wrist strap that attaches to the body in place of one of the rotor arms. It's all rather clever. Finally, you can also attach a tripod mount and use the PowerEGG as a standalone camera. Facial recognition and AI allow it to track you as you film. This simply sets it apart from other drones. This is all well and good, but is the PowerEGG any good as an actual drone? Well, the answer here is yes. It can capture 4K video and raw stills. There are 2 onboard microphones with optional noise reduction. And there is a microphone on the controller, so you can choose one or both for your footage. The quality of the captured images is perfectly good for most consumer purposes. RAW is a better option for stills. The in-camera JPEGs lack some sophistication. And, of course, shooting through the weatherproof dome has a slight impact. Similarly, raindrops on the dome will impair vision slightly. But this drone is designed to capture shots that are impossible for other drones. So it's a choice between some less than perfect footage and none. Flight times are acceptable. They are reduced slightly by the extra weight and drag of the housing and floats. But you don't have to use these when the conditions don't require them. The controller is a fairly standard setup with 2 joysticks and a mount for your phone. The PowerEGX Wizard is a great choice if you want its waterproof features. If you often fly your drone around water, then this could be the drone for you. At number 2. DJI Inspire 2 Drone. The DJI Inspire 2 is a big beast designed for professional users. Its big selling point is the mechanism which pulls the legs up once airborne. This allows a full unobstructed view for the front gimbal-mounted drone camera. There are 3 compatible cameras. The top 2 offer interchangeable lenses and up to 6K capture with Apple ProRes and DNG. All of which is to say that this is a serious and expensive piece of kit. Additional features that help to make this a strong pro-level contender are the top speed of 58 miles per hour, 93 km/h, and 4.3 mile, 7 km transmission range. Whichever camera you choose, there is a permanent onboard camera so you can see where you're going. And 2 operators can use this drone for precise shots. This means one pilots the drone and the other operates the camera. The recording camera can auto-follow your subject, giving you professional footage. And the interchangeable cameras and lenses means that you have a wide choice up to and including power zoom lenses. The camera has a micro 4/3 lens mount, which is handy if you have these already. There are counterbalance weights to let you trim the drone properly. We think that the DJI Inspire 2 will find most of its fans among pro-level drone photographers. The hefty price tag won't be such a deterrent. And the 2 operator possibilities mean opportunities for slick and sophisticated filming. At number 3. DJI Air 2S. There has been some discussion online about where the DJI Air 2S fits in the product range of the dominant drone camera producer. But that should not distract from the fact that this is a fantastic drone in its price range. Photographers will be pleased with the upgrade to a 1-inch sensor. But with a drone, a camera is only as good as the drone's ability to position it where you want it. And in this respect, the Air 2S is also a fine performer. In fact, it delivers a blend of flying ability, portability, and image quality that is hard to beat. The camera delivers 5.4K video and HDR from its 24MP sensor. And it does it in a body that's remarkably compact compared to other 1-inch sensor drones. And flyability is exceptionally good. The 5.4K video is impressive, but some might find the 22mm equivalent focal length lens a little wide for their taste. The good news that if you crop down to 4K you get a tighter shot. You also get 60 frames per second at 4K, instead of 30 frames per second for 5.4K. Flight highlights include a range of sensors to enable the Air 2S to cope in tricky situations. Navigating through trees or other tricky obstacles is handled well. And DJI says it will cope with windy conditions up to 23.9 miles per hour, 38.5 km/h. This can certainly help you to focus on composition rather than control. Transmission range is impressive. And video will successfully reach your mobile device from up to 7.5 miles, 12 kilometers away. And if you lose contact, the automatic return to home uses GPS/GLONASS to find you easily. The DJI Air 2S offers good image quality, some impressive smart features, and portability. At number 4. DJI Mavic 3 Classic. The DJI Mavic 3 brings a micro 4/3 sensor camera to a foldable drone. There was a time when folding drones were seen as distinctly amateurish. But things have changed. And the Mavic 3 certainly makes the case for taking foldable drone cameras seriously. Of interest to photographers, of course, is the camera. Or rather cameras. The main camera is a Hasselblad branded affair. It boasts a 20MP sensor and can capture 5.1K video. In Pro mode, you have control over the aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. There is an impressive 12.5 stops of dynamic range. The second camera is not the same quality as the main one, but it is equipped with a digital zoom. Or rather, with switchable fixed focal lengths. So you can switch from the same point of view as the main lens, up to 28x telephoto. It's a digital telephoto zoom, so image quality takes a hit at the longer lengths. On the plus side, it does help you to see from a distance if an object is worth flying closer to. Video from the main camera can be shot at full resolution at up to 50 frames per second. Drop down to 4K and you get an impressive 120 frames per second. It's easy to see how action drone shots at this combination could make for compelling viewing. As for flying properties, the Mavic 3 is not lacking. Full sensor coverage makes your flying generally safe. Tree avoidance is reliably effective. And the top speed of 47 miles per hour, 76 kilometers per hour, is plenty for some exciting footage. You'll still receive video signals at up to 9.3 miles, 15 kilometers. That footage is a decent 1080p at 60 frames per second too. And it has return to home mode if you lose sight of it. The DJI Mavic 3 is not cheap, but it provides a wealth of features that many will find attractive. Especially if they want the increased portability of a folding drone camera. It has an impressive hover time of 46 minutes. This could be a deciding factor for some users. At number 5. RiseTech Teao. We include the RiseTech Teao as a bit of an outlier. It is a great beginner camera drone. It is the cheapest here by a long way. The price barrier to a drone camera that will be useful in a commercial setting is high. But the Teao allows you to dip your toe in the water and explore the possibilities. The low cost inevitably brings compromises. But there's no denying that the Teao is a great entry point into the world of drone photography. There's a 5MP camera that records video at 720p. This is way below what the best equipped drones in this review can do. But you could buy 10 or 20 telos for the same price. So there are bound to be differences. The image is well stabilized and there are optical sensors to help the drone hover steadily. Control is easy via the app. There are 2 virtual joysticks to pilot the craft. Takeoff and landing are pre-programmed. And you can execute a number of tricks and pre-planned maneuvers easily. It's unlikely you would use this drone as part of a business. The video is not high enough quality and there are some issues of compression. It is also unusable in anything more than the lightest of breezes. But as an introduction to the world of drone photography, the Reviwes Teao is hard to beat. It's fun, easy to use, and comes at a price that won't break the bank.